Hello everybody and welcome back to Crusader Kings, where we've been working on upgrading our buildings, but we have to take a break from that because we've had a succession and lost some territory. So we need to go over to Abyssinia and we need to tell this guy, look, you're part of our empire. And he'll be like, okay, I understand. That's definitely how this is going to work, right? I'm pretty sure. So we're going to raise up our troops right about here. Honestly, we don't need all that many for this. He only had access to like 7,000 troops. So we're going to raise a few here for sure. It'll take some time for our troops to get here, but we'll raise up around 7,000 levy troops. 8,500 should be sufficient. And we might have factionalism fairly soon. Our sister died, causing our stress to go up. That is fine. We'll go on a drinking binge, I guess. Okay. So 3, 2, 1, and there we go. So now we need to group these guys together. We need to go for their capital. So I'm thinking here, 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 then their capital would be the idea. So that seems reasonably fine. We're going to invade up over here, and hopefully we manage to siege through these quite quickly. Oh, I should point out, this is on version 1.12.5. So what that means is the alms event has been nerfed at this point. So that's great. A soft approach is best, but the event spam should be reduced. So that's excellent. We're very, very glad about that, particularly that alms event. Now, it wouldn't be as big of a deal with this guy. This guy's not compassionate, but even so, we really like it. So that's good. This guy's declining, or rather, requesting an artifact. Very rude. Yes, I know what war score is. Thanks. Thanks for that, Crusader Kings. I'm very aware of what war score is. So that siege was pretty quick. No doubt about that. Oh, hello. Their army is up over here. So we should station besiegers, and, well, he's going up this direction. If he comes back over here... He is. Okay, perfect. So we're going to station besiegers here. We're going to walk up this way and look to fight him. He's walking straight into us here. This is very silly of him. He should not do this. I don't know what his plan is. This is going to get stack wiped for sure. This, I don't know if they're going to fight. They might. They're not? Okay, that's fine. We're going to chase down this army as well if we can catch it. Oh, this is a bad move. Okay, we're going to come straight on down there, and we need to siege from here to here. Now, this is going to require a siege here as well, so that's noted. Horizontal windmills have been constructed. That seems fine. We stack wiped his army, so let's bring these guys over to here and start up a slow siege. 4 months left here. 3 months left. 2 months left. That's going pretty well. Yeah, these sieges are going pretty quickly for now. So that seems a-okay. We're going to start up a slow siege here, and we'll take over that with these forces. How's this going? Only 5 months. Wow, okay, that's not bad. I do want to bring these guys in, though. We'll debase the coinage for sure. We need the gold. And we're going to hop down over here. We're going to take their capital. Okay. This is going to be 2 units of attrition. I don't actually want to take the most efficient path here. I want to avoid attrition. So that seems good. Yes, I'm aware that victory is near. I don't need to open this. I understand this. What? Apparently tutorials got turned on. Can we turn that off? Because under game? Tutorial. Yeah, don't show suggestions. Don't show reactive advice, maybe? I don't know. I'm sure it'll turn off itself eventually as we get through them. Mildly awkward for sure. I definitely know how to play this game, in theory. Let's go down and stack wipe this army down here. We're at 85% war score. This seems good. Yeah, we can slow siege here. We're fast sieging their capital. Capital will end the war. Guaranteed. So that looks good. Abyssinia will be under our control, but this is not the only location we need to attack. So Abyssinia is now under our control, and yes, we know that we won the war. Fantastic. That did put us in this war here. Okay. This is for this Jamana, which they're currently sieging. Okay, that's a very long ways away. So I'm thinking about dropping a couple of levy troops here. Can we hire a Holy Order? No, they're not a hostile faith. Okay. So we would then look to hire some mercs here. Hire like these guys. Raising up a few units. And hopefully we get in there in time. We'd need around 5,000, but they're raising kind of slowly. Okay. So we do something like this. We'll arrive there in 24 days. 14 days left on that siege. But we'll come in there. That'll be fine. Call to war in a Disillusion War? We're allied with Maghreb? We should not be. I'm going to decline that. A Disillusion War we definitely don't want to actually have happen, to be clear. But I want to get out of this war as soon as possible. A white peace here would be acceptable. So they're running away from us, but they shouldn't have because we're losing this battle. I mean, we're rolling exceptionally poorly, so there is that. Okay, so we're going to have to figure out what we want to do about this, right? For the time being, I want to put these guys down and put these guys down. That's going to take them a long time to return home. That's understood. It's very awkward situations here. No doubt about that. Okay, so Maghreb is going to have to come back under our control. But we need to get out of this existing war. I don't suppose he'd be willing to white peace. No, he wouldn't. So we currently have about 21,000 troops at this point. We should walk over this direction and see if we can fight them there. Sure, we'll take some gold here. We should definitely be increasing the control level here. So that is going to be, this guy is the marshal. Yes, show this guy in. That's fine. An enemy ally joined the war. Yes, that is reasonably expected. We're chasing this down. These guys are going to turn around and make their way back up. Okay. So over we come. Please don't go that way. Come this direction. Thank you. Okay, they're fighting right up over here. Sure, let's grab golden obligations at this point. And we do have a faction here, Independence faction. This is deeply unsurprising right now. So what do we have that we can do here? We have a sister that he can't marry. Okay. We could see if perhaps he would... He is the correct religion. He doesn't have secondary spouses. Why can't he marry our sister directly? We can just negotiate with him. Okay, never mind. That's fine. So no problem there. So now we're going to walk in up over here. I don't care about this. This is whatever. Absolutely whatever. What else do we have here? We've got this Liberty faction. This is a county tier realm. Okay. Out here in Egypt. So this should be granted over to Egypt. Absolutely. We'll transfer you over, but I also want to transfer you over. So we're going to grant vassal. There we go. So that should deal with that faction for the time being. Now, we need to exit this war. That is a very, very high priority. How is that Disillusion War going? Poorly. I'm not surprised about that. That's how Disillusion Wars tend to go. So we have to get out of this war, like, right now. Are you willing to white peace yet? No, he would not be willing to. Okay, we're going to have to continue to chase this down. We need battle war score. We may want to send a couple of units down over this way to siege that. Okay. Sure. Whatever. We need to chase this army down. Absolutely. They need to cease to exist. So we're going to head up here. We're going to look to stack wipe them. Awkward pathing is awkward, but sure. Okay. Get rid of them. And we are sieging out over here as well. 5 months left there. So that looks good. We have to get out of this war immediately. This is a very awkward war for us. So we're at 21%, or actually at 19% war score right now. He would not accept a white piece at this moment. He has 4 reasons not to. Okay. So those reasons are going to go away pretty soon. This is the army of Tehert. Okay, noted. We can offer to join his Disillusion War, but we declined that already because of this awkward war. So we'll see what ends up happening with that. He is retreating back this direction. And we've got about 35 days left on this siege. That will, of course, put ticking war score on our side. We don't care about actually getting our demands here. We want out of this war as soon as possible. So we're just going to finish that up and white piece this. Okay, so we did not learn any lessons there. We just wanted out of that war. Next, we have to attack Maghreb here. Pressing this claim. And yes, we'll lose a level of fame and we'll gain attacked an ally for 3 years. I don't know why we're allied to this kid. We shouldn't be. So that's fine. I want to raise up forces around here. We'll raise men-at-arms, and that will include some extra delay time. And what is his strength? His strength is 6,300. Did that end that Disillusion War? Did not. Okay. That's fine. Demand artifact? Yep, he's going to come in and try to stack wipe us here. We're kind of greedy raising, and that's fair enough. However, we got a big group of people in, so that's absolutely fine. At this point, we win that battle. We don't need additional men-at-arms here, that's for sure. I'm going to split our men-at-arms up, and we're going to head in like this. Now, we need our men-at-arms. We've only got levy troops right now. I think I just said we got men-at-arms. We did not. We got a big jump, or rather a big dump of levy troops. That's fine. Men-at-arms will arrive in a few days here. Well, 120 days, to be precise. 4 months. So we're making some progress on these sieges, but that will take some time. We're at 15% war score right now. How is he doing on his Disillusion War? 65. We really need to get these guys here. Unfortunate that we were all the way on the other side when all this started. And unfortunate that this other war existed and massively delayed us coming up here. Like, tremendously massively delayed us. So we've got 40 days left here. Okay. He just accepted the demands of the Disillusion War. This is getting Disillusion Warred as well. Okay. These guys are not able to hold these empires together. So that's noted. In that case, we are... What is this actually? The Empire of Maghreb title, but that's not created. This is going to go away, right? This war hasn't disbanded. Are we going to get the Empire of Maghreb title from this? No, we're going to get the Kingdom of Africa at this point. Okay, well, that's fine, but it's not ideal, for sure. We're going to bring all of these forces in, and where is his capital at this point? It's up over here. Noted. Let's split this force in half. We're going to leave half of them here, and half are going to run at the capital. This will be fine. So these Disillusion Wars are extremely awkward, right? No doubt about that. We did just discover guilds, and that, of course, means that we gain a building slot. So that's a thing. We're on advanced bow making for our exposure right now. Let's go for men-at-arms. So building slots are definitely a thing. No doubt about that. But we've got bigger problems right now. There's a Liberty faction here. This guy's the primary instigator of this, our niece. Let's just negotiate an alliance with him. Okay, that seems fine. So he's out of here, bringing that down to 76. Now we've got this guy. Can we negotiate with him? No, we can't. But we can probably set up some sort of alliance here. And yes, indeed, that looks good. Okay, that should deal with that factionalism. We're still sieging here. So now we're going to head in over here. We've got 1 unit of siege weapons in each of these locations, so that's reasonably fine. I would have loved to get our hands on these Empire titles, but Disillusion Wars are going to Disillusion War, right? So it just is what it is. This guy is the next problem, and what can we do here? We can demand his conversion. 45% chance of acceptance there. He declined. Okay, what can we do? Yeah, faith differs from ours. So not a lot there. Maybe we can do something about this guy. Yeah, he'd accept this. Perfect. So that should solve that problem temporarily. Excellent. And then let's just move these guys in here. That looks good. We are going to end the war with the siege of this capital. So that sounds great. But of course, we're going to have to take over all of these areas again. So the Disillusion War makes that a lot more awkward. So we'll disband those troops. We've got Annaba here. I mean, if we take a look at the Empire title, yeah, that's definitely a setback. I don't believe we have claims on any of these either. No, we don't. So we would have to invite a claimant. So the next thing that I'd like to do is I'd like to immediately go after Hispania. That's got a Disillusion War right now. We're going to be focused on dealing with his Disillusion faction. So we're going to drop a rally point here. We're going to raise our men-at-arms, and we're going to raise some levy troops. Cool. So about 30 days here. That seems fine. And this is going to be Hergeld, actually War Profiteer for now. Cool. So there is a faction here. That's not surprising in the slightest. Who is this? This guy? We can probably do something about that. There we go. Okay, no more raise here. That sounds good. 1 day left. Okay, and we're going to send these guys right on up over here. We're going to be running at their capital, and we are going to eliminate the Disillusion faction as quickly as we can. We want to get up there right now. A tidy sum will convince him to demur. Okay, now who is this? Well, we can't do anything about this guy because he's a jerk, but we've got this guy here that we could potentially do something about. We have a son here? Yeah, you'll do. Okay. That should deal with that faction for now. And we have arrived here. We want to just run straight at this Disillusion War faction army. So we're going to walk here, and we're going to go right at their capital. I don't care about attrition at this point. We just need to eliminate these guys and get in here as quickly as we can. So where are they at right now? -8? Okay, noted. They're sieging down here, which is fine. We're going to run straight at this capital, taking over that siege. We need to stop them from actually existing. So we're going to walk in here. They're walking southward, which we don't like, and we're going to station besiegers here, and we're going to chase them. Yes, attrition is a thing, but we're going to chase them. They're running straight at the enemy army here, which is not ideal at all. They captured them, and they stack wiped them. But we're going to come in and stack wipe them as well. So what is this at right now? -53? Noted. Okay, so we didn't actually stack wipe them, but we're going to come on up over this way and start a slow siege here. We're going to get their capital, 22% war score. Okay, we're going to walk in over this way. And they're at 50, so ticking is actually on the correct side here. That's really, really good. There is, of course, a faction here. This is an independence faction? No, this is a liberty faction again. So who is this lady? Can we do anything here? We could marry her. Sure. Seems fine. Excellent. So these sieges are underway here. No doubt about that. 3 months left here. We're at 22% war score right now. They are sieging up this way, but that really, really, really doesn't matter. So this looks good. Ticking war score here, and we are making solid progress. They can't really stop us at this point. So we're going to have all this under our control shortly. 15 days? 10 days? Okay, that looks good. I don't actually want to fight these guys here, but whatever. I guess we're fighting them. Not ideal, but whatever. I wanted to siege this back. Okay, so these forces are, of course, a little too big. We're going to split them up a bit and do something kind of like this. We are still sieging here. And we need to siege as much as possible. They're attacking us again here. Very rude. Very, very rude. So we've got more factionalism here. It's mostly this jerk. Anything we can do about him? Maybe. Hard maybe. We could do something like this. So that should be fine. Excellent. So this siege is finished. Let's head up over here next. Our mother died, and we've still got more factionalism here. And we gained a bunch of stress. So next up is our independence faction here. This needs to get handled. Is there anything we can do about Lamia here? Well, we could do this. Related? 0.3% chance. It should be fine. Okay. We'll drop some stress here. That seems fine. Okay, so there's another alliance formed. Now, we've still got this Liberty faction here. Is there anything we can do about this guy? No valid characters found. So that is a negative. Nothing we can do about these top two. That's starting to look grim. That is a lot of hostages and a lot of dead people. Nothing we can really do about the top three. Do you have any daughters? Yes, you do. And we don't have anybody to do anything with there. Okay. So we need to start looking at faction commitment. Well, it's just a Liberty faction. So if we have to, we can drop the Crown Authority. That's not the end of the world. We're at 50% now, and the Disillusion faction is at 13. Yes, show in the Empress here. Serve me well. Okay, so there's this Independence faction yet again. So this guy in Mercuria here. We could have a secondary spouse here if he had a daughter, which he does. But we're not in the list. That's not helpful. So there's not much we can do there, unfortunately. So what this ends up meaning, of course, is that we need to get out of this war, right? We need this war to end, and we need it to end quickly. We're working on it. We are sieging up here as quickly as we can. We have a siege leader. We have both of our forces there. So this is going to be 13 months out. These guys can send their ultimatum at any time, but that's a Liberty faction. So we're going to accept the demands if it's the Liberty faction that fires, which it will be. They will fire very soon. We'll see when they go about firing, but they definitely will. So we've got 3 months left here. 50 days left. 40 days left. 30. 20. 10 days left. Okay, that puts us at 66%. We're going to bring these guys up over here. We definitely need to get this war ended, right? There's no doubt about that. It's taking a while, and that's because they don't really have anybody for us to fight. So that's a problem for sure. These guys we can't do anything about. These guys we might be able to do something about. But what? Yeah, there's not a lot going on here. We could negotiate an alliance with him, and he would be able to accept it, except for our number of current alliances. That's intriguing. I think we need to do something about this guy. What's he good at? He's good at martial. Let's replace this guy. His strength is 11, and his strength is 8. Actually, no, we don't want to do that. So we need to bring these guys over to here, for sure. We just discovered Arched Saddle. That's fine. We have to exit this war. We have a new stewardship perk available. Court position. They all failed to impress me. We need to grab, for right now, it is my domain. And we're going to do that. We can extort our subjects, which will allow us to get some gold. And they even live by my mercy alone. Okay, and I'm going to take this unit down here to fight their army, which is down here. That could end the war. That would be really, really good to have this war over. Like, incredibly, incredibly good. So this is going to stack wipe, and that does end the war. Enforce those demands and disband our troops. Okay. So we got this under control. We still need to get Ajuran, and we need to reconquer these areas up over here. That's definitely something we can do, and we need to handle these factions. Now, these guys haven't fired yet, and these guys will eventually fire. But that gets our forces regenerating. That's a really big deal. It is time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, we're going to continue to work on putting our realm back together. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including ALS Gamer, Shadow Wolf, Atala, Ali Lee, Dark Horse, Upper Cumberland Gamers, Nick Smarty, Dimitri H, Punching the Microphone, Soccerman12 UK, Kentogan, and all the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can click the join button down below the video, and as always, I will see you all next time.